This module of Inventor will include instruction on how to run a stress analysis. The stress analysis tool is used for the creation of parts and running an analysis on them to see at what point they would fail. We'll start by moving our cursor to the upper left portion of the screen, and we'll left click on New. The Create New File dialog box will appear, and we'll left click on Standard Inventor Part. We'll left click on Create. We'll give it a second to grind away. Then we'll start by moving our cursor to the upper left portion of the screen. We'll left click on Start 2D Sketch. We'll left click on the XY front plane. And then we're going to create a simple sketch. We'll start by using the line command, and we'll just sketch out a very simple block that's just got a couple of feet on it. And then we'll add some dimensions. And then we'll right click, left click on OK. Then we'll dimension the bottom feet here to 1. And the side here to 1. We'll dimension this inside to 0.5. Okay, it likes that already. And then we'll enter 6. So that we have something that looks similar to what is shown here. Then we'll right click, left click on OK, right click again, finish 2D sketch. We'll zoom out, and we'll extrude this to 2 inches. Then we'll save it. And now we're ready to do a analysis on this part. So we'll start by moving our cursor to the upper right portion of the screen, and we'll left click on Stress Analysis, and that will load the stress analysis tools. Then we'll left click on Create Study, and the Create New Study dialog box will appear. And we're just going to take the defaults, so we'll left click on OK. Then we'll move our cursor to the upper left portion of the screen, and we'll left click on Assign. This is where we assign material. Right now it's just a 3D solid model. We'll left click on the Materials button here. And then we'll left click on this little arrow next to the Inventor Material Library. And we can select one of these, say metal. And we'll use aluminum 6061. So we'll left click that, and then we'll right click on it, and we say Assign to Selection. Then we left click on Close, and left click on OK. So now you'll notice that the shading is a little bit different. They're trying to mimic what it would look like if it was aluminum as opposed to just a plain solid model. Now we'll left click on the fixed icon, and this is where we're going to secure the model. In this case, we're going to secure it from the bottom, so we'll use the free orbit icon. We'll left click, then we'll right click, left click on OK, and we'll left click on these bottom feet. Then we'll hit apply and cancel, and then we'll left click on the free orbit icon again, rotate it down to where it was. And then we'll right click, left click on OK. Now we'll move our cursor over and left click on Loads. And we're going to apply force. So we'll left click on Force. And we'll enter 100 pounds. And then we move our cursor onto the actual surface that we're going to be applying this force to. We'll left click on the top. And we get the little arrow that says we're going to apply force to that top surface, then we'll left click on OK. We are now ready to run a stress analysis. We will move our cursor to the upper middle portion of the screen, and we'll left click on Simulate, and then we'll left click on Run. So once Inventor has done running the stress analysis, this is what it will look like. And so typically an individual will look at this and compare discoloration in the model to this graph here on the left. This is obviously an exaggeration of the deformation that's going to take place when force is applied to this part. And that concludes this module on creation of a model to be used for simulation of a stress analysis.